Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole Mass and I'm so excited to have you guys here today. I am going to be taking you guys through my 4th grade curriculum haul for my daughter. I am a mom of 4 and I am homeschooling 2 out of the 4 children this fall, so I'm so excited to take you guys through what I chose, how I'm going to use it, and why we love this curriculum company so much. Now, if you are feeling overwhelmed by curriculum choices, I hope this video helps you guys just breathe easier and help you find what fits your family best. That's the best advice I can give when it comes to curriculum hauls. There's not a one size fits all. Your child may be different than my child, or your child may learn differently. You really have to find what's going to best fit you. You can watch curriculum video hauls all day. I know, because I have been there in the trenches trying to find something, and I think it's highly, I encourage you to watch videos and do your research first, because I feel like I held on to a curriculum for so long and it just was no longer working for our family, and I needed that guidance and I needed that encouragement to let go. And honestly, these review videos helped me to find The Good and the Beautiful, and I'm fortunate enough, and that's why I share, honestly, because I was stuck at that point, and now that I feel that I've got my head above water and I can breathe, I like to share that encouragement with you guys. So without further ado, I'm so excited. I'm going to try to keep this video short-winded so I'm not taking up a lot of y'all's time, and I'm going to take you guys through everything. So this big old box, as the boxes come in, it's so exciting. Even my daughter gets so excited. She helps me organize everything. So I love curriculum hauls. Okay, so starting with science, I love the unit studies from The Good and the Beautiful for their science. They allow for that gather round. So first things first is I chose mammals, and I purchased the book pack here so you can get just books that go along with those units. So lots of great books here. And then they have the unit studies, so grades 3 through 8. And then I love, this was actually a book for littles, so I grabbed this for my son. I guess this shouldn't be in here, but showing you guys curriculum. I Can Spy Mammals in Nature, so that's for him, and then this is also for him. So if you have younger children, I guess this will be helpful for you to know that they do have these activity books, so you can do more of that gather round style. So this science is geared for grades 3 through 8, but I like to include him when I can. And if he doesn't, sit down with us that day, there's no pressure. It's just something that I like to have if he wants to be included. Okay, and then this is the Paleontology science. I'm still waiting for the activity book. They just launched that, so I grabbed that. That will be here shortly. But they have the dinosaur guide here, ancient animals, so this is part of their book pack. The unit study, so I love these. This is your course book essentially with all the lessons in it. And then the student journal, this is grades 3 through 6, and I believe they have one for 7 through 8, like a separate one. And then they also have that activity book that I snagged that just launched. So I'll put all of those in the description if you want to check those out. Moving on, we have handwriting. They actually just redid these covers. They're so cute. So this is level 4, beginning cursive. She just actually completed level 3. I'm going to give her a break from handwriting for the summer, and we'll pick this back up in the fall. I have this as part of her morning work. So she has her morning basket, and she has to do 2 pages a day. So you can kind of see how they're laid out here. So she'll just, do 2 pages a day, and she gets through this fairly quick. Okay, and next up is math. I love The Good and the Beautiful math. Again, that open and go style. They also just have beautiful, images in here. Their printing is next level. And now they came out with where the binding is more flat, so I really like the new binding. I think they did that last year, but highly recommend their math. And then if you're like me and math was not your strong suit, I love that they provide us with the answer keys. So it's hard to believe we're already in math 4. They have mental math. This is what, Map Mysteries. So I haven't had a chance to really look through all of this, but that is the math, and then language arts. So this is level 4 language arts from them. Wow, this is awesome. So they have it looks like a parent teacher section, student section, and then a reading assignment. So this is nice. And then they have spelling and writing level 4. So this is a workshop book here, a writing workshop, spelling workshop. So this is very cool. This all came as a pack for the language arts. So you have level 4 world biographies reader, personal reader level 4. So that is like all one set. Okay, and then we're actually trying something new this year. I haven't had much time in years past, honestly, to incorporate more electives, but I feel like with my daughter's age now, she's working so much more independently. So I decided to grab the typing one, and then I got the second, where is it? I threw this in with it, so I wanted, just because I wanted to show you guys. This is the one I got before. This is the Creative Arts and Crafts notebook. This is a creative writing one. So these are the electives they offer. I snagged this one though because I feel like she loves, like the one thing I noticed in like level 2 and level 3, she really liked when you had to create short stories. So I wanted to do more interest-led learning, so I grabbed this. This isn't like something that I'm like dialing in on and making sure we do every single day or anything like that, but I wanted to have more electives. So I love that they have so many different electives to choose from. So whether your kid be into writing or arts and crafts, typing I thought would be kind of cool for her to try out. And then they also have, you know, their drawing electives. They have so many books to teach them how to draw. I feel like it's awesome that they have that, you know, so you can look to see what your child's interested in. So I'm excited to try these out, and I'll try to report back, you know, as we, you know, dive into all of this. But I am just so excited. I'm so excited because for these sciences, they are more, like I said, that gather round style. And because my son will be entering kindergarten, I feel like he'll be able to be included more. And then I guess I forgot to mention, we're following history. So I did a review. I'm looking around to see where I put the history books. I did a review on it. The Good and the Beautiful launched their new history this year. And you guys, we've already started it. I absolutely love it. So we're just going to continue through with that. Okay, found it. So I actually shared this. I've shared this in a review video. I've also shared it in my summer homeschool plans because we're doing this on Sundays right now as a family. They have the activity book for K through 2nd, and then it's the maps and images, the history stories. I actually just purchased the timeline book because I did not get that originally. The year 1 history here, and then the course book. So this is her student workbook we've been working through, and then the course book. So this is 60 lessons long. So I'm just going to focus on doing this either once or twice a week just until we get through that. So yeah, that's our curriculum haul for 4th grade. It feels crazy to me to think we're already heading into 4th grade. It makes me sad, but it also makes me so excited for the future of what our homeschool's looking like. So if you're looking for faith-centered, family-focused, just open and go style, I highly recommend The Good and the Beautiful. I have a lot of videos on here, you know, just with review of some curriculum from them, and then some, you know, hauls from last year. So if you guys, you know, if you're intrigued by learning more about The Good and the Beautiful, I highly recommend checking out those videos. And then obviously I'm an open book. If you guys have questions, you can leave in the comments. But we truly have been blessed by The Good and the Beautiful, and it has changed our homeschool in so many ways. And I'm so excited because this year I'm gonna have a 4th grader and a kindergartner. And I'm also pretty sad about it because they're growing up so fast, but I think it's gonna be really cool. For me, that's quite an age gap, I feel like, for teaching, but I love that The Good and the Beautiful simplifies that by providing those, you know, activity books for the younger ones. So that way, if they want to be included, they can be included. If not, you know, you can just focus on your older child with those unit studies and things. So I hope this video was helpful. Like I said, I want to leave you encouraged that homeschool's not a one-size-fits-all. You know, obviously I use The Good and the Beautiful now for all of our different subjects, but you know, that may not always be a thing. Maybe one child will learn different than the other and I'll have to revamp, but for now, so far everything's been going really well using The Good and the Beautiful. Both of my kids have responded really well from these curriculums. My daughter, her reading exploded, her faith has just like, I mean, it just amazes me how much she knows already about God. And I do feel like because you know, we teach a lot of that in our home, but also that The Good and the Beautiful, their books, oh my goodness, you guys, the bookshop, if you have not checked out their bookshop, I'll just have to pull these out real quick because I want to show you guys. We have Crooked Creek Ranch and the Great Flood. Also, she's working through actually this summer the Badger Hill Farm. So these are, you know, a series of books here. Some of these are a bit younger for her now, but I have them saved for when my son gets to that level. The series Mystery of the Missing Peas, Mittens is Missing, Mystery of the Kid Next Door. Like, they have so many. So I highly recommend checking out their books if you're also trying to just give your children those selective readers. And then, you know, I won't show you these in this video. Oh no, these are hers. Okay, she finished this. This is the Little Glass Lake series. She absolutely loved these. This is level 2. So I just recently purchased more books, so I haven't gotten those yet. But I love too, if you buy 5 books, you get free shipping. So I'm all about like, what can I do to get free shipping? So if you purchase 5 books from the bookshop, you can get your curriculum shipped for free. So that's awesome. But anyway, where was I going with that? That was long-winded. I just get so excited sharing this stuff. I wanted to share that, yes, all of this emphasizes God and good character and just morals. And so, you know, outside of learning with The Good and the Beautiful, I also like to have these books for them so that when they are completing their reading logs and things, they're still being emphasized on, you know, our morals and just life lessons and good character traits and all of that. So I highly recommend y'all checking out the bookshop as well. Now, I've shared this before, but I wanted to share it again. I have used morning menus. I do really like those. Sometimes I feel like it just kind of adds more to their plate, and then my daughter, she gets overwhelmed easily. I think she gets that from her mom, but so sometimes I'll do away with them. One thing that I don't budge on though is Bible time. And so my daughter, she has her Bible here, and then she has her Meeting with Jesus book. This is not from The Good and the Beautiful. I did purchase that off Amazon, but I do think that I'll probably get the second version of that for this school year, depending on where she's at with it. And I think I'll just keep that as part of her morning basket time. So we do Bible and breakfast, so she knows like with her breakfast, she's reading her Bible, and then obviously we'll get into our lessons there. So that is my curriculum haul for this coming school year for level 4. I'm so excited, yet also sad that we're moving so fast. Like, I feel like I just did a curriculum haul and it was for level 3 before I was pregnant doing that curriculum haul. So time definitely feels like it's going fast. One thing that I have a goal of, and I've spoken this in a previous video, is just slowing down. And I feel like The Good and the Beautiful really allows me to do that. So if I want to scale back science, I can scale back science and just focus in on these things, like, you know, language arts, math, history. But I typically do the science on Fridays, so I feel like this course load's gonna be manageable. And if it's not, I view everything as trial and error. I'm not committed to one set schedule. We do a lot more of daily rhythms, and you may have heard me talk about this in previous videos, but I feel like, especially in this season with 2 1-year-olds, and then I have an almost 5-year-old, I feel like I really am sometimes just trying to figure out our days. So I do kind of trial weeks, and so that's what we're doing this summer, is just testing out rhythms and new daily like habits and things, just to hopefully support our kids better, you know, with their learning. So that's my encouragement for you guys, that your schedule may look different now than it will a year from now, and that's okay. maybe it looks different now compared to a month from now. You know, you kind of just, one thing I've learned with homeschool is that life throws things at you sometimes, and life changes, and you just got to be willing to adapt to that and figure out a rhythm. And that's why I'm not like so pressed on like set schedules. I do more daily rhythms, because at the end of the day, we're all just trying the best we can. Your kids are trying the best they can, and mom's trying the best she can. And so I think having those rhythms just allows things to flow smoother, and it takes away that pressure, essentially. So anyway, hope this video was helpful. I will link everything in the description that I shared. And if you guys purchase from that link, I thank you so much. That allows the Good and the Beautiful to know that I sent you, that you know you were recommended by me, and that helps me to continue sharing videos like this to hopefully help you guys you know, find what fits your family best. Alright guys, I hope you all have a great rest of your summer, and I hope you leave this video feeling blessed and encouraged by it. Take care.